Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are in the world. And welcome back to This and That with Navlet. Today we are going to be looking at what is going on in the crypto market. We're currently looking at the crypto bubbles, the first 100 coins. And the only thing that's looking like it's going up quite a lot is this thing called Stable. Never heard of it. Don't have that in my portfolio. Don't know what that is, but you can see it's pretty much a red market today. Okay, we can look at it like this. Okay, the first 100 Bitcoin on the crypto bubble list, and it's showing you how the cryptos have been doing in the last hour, day, week, month, and year. And at the moment, it's looking like Ethereum went up 8% this year. And according to this, it's currently sitting at £1,557 per coin. Bitcoin has gone down 22.5% for the year. Okay, and these things can change. And then we've got the Tether, USDT Tether. This is the one I said is a stable coin. It doesn't actually go above $1. It's actually pinned to the US dollar. Okay, so it's currently worth 76 pence in British pounds, because you can see I've put that in pounds. Right, we've got XRP that is currently at 98 pence today. Wow, I didn't realize it had gone down that much. Okay, so the question is it time to buy? We'll find out later. Then we've got another stable coin, the USDC, which is also pinned to the American dollar, and that is currently at 76 pence today. Okay, as I said, these things don't go above $1. Okay, and Solana is at £59.77 today, right? Losing, or down by 37.7% for the whole year. Is there anything else I should be looking at? Well, no, we're really looking at Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, and Solana, but mainly Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, because they are now on the stock market on what they call the ETF, right? So you can get the paper-based version of Bitcoin, the paper-based version of Ethereum, the paper-based version of Solana. Would I want the paper-based version of any of these? Absolutely not, right? They don't do very much for you. It is better to hold these things yourself. It's pretty straightforward. I have said before, it is pretty straightforward. Go onto somewhere like Coinbase, sign up for an account, and buy your own, and get yourself a Ledger, Trezor, or Tangent card wallet. They're calling it cold wallet, and store them yourself. As the saying goes, not your keys, not your crypto, not your wallet, not your crypto. Right? If you're buying ETFs, somebody else is holding the actual asset itself on their wallet. Okay, and this is not the age for anybody else to be holding on to any of your assets. Okay, so let's have a look at some other stuff. Right, so just to put that into context, okay, I've asked this search engine to provide information on the crypto market today. And it says today the global cryptocurrency market is valued at around 2.3 to 2.4 trillion US dollars, and it has moved a few percent over the last 24 hours, including a relatively volatile but not extreme trading day. Overall, market picture: global market cap is reported in the 2.29 to 2.37 trillion US dollar range, with daily change roughly between about minus 3% and plus 3%, depending on source and time of snapshot. Total 24-hour trading volume is around 100 to 110 billion US dollars, showing active but not record-breaking trading conditions. So I don't think many people are trading. I mean, probably haven't been doing so for around the last month, unless they know what they're doing. And as I said, you shouldn't actually be doing any form of trading. You should simply be an investor, which is buying and holding, because in the buying and the holding, you're not actually losing anything. When the market goes up, your thing increased, your holdings increase. When the market goes down, it decreases in value, but not in the amount that you hold. Okay, so I wouldn't agree to anybody actually trading unless you have great knowledge of how to trade, because this is how people lose money. Okay, so it said Bitcoin remains the dominant asset, with market dominance at a bit above half of the total crypto market, basically. So around the low to mid 50% range, right? Bitcoin is always dominating the market, which is why I ask you guys, why are you exchanging your Bitcoin for XRP? Okay, XRP is not expected to go above $30 by now in 2020, by now in 2030. So why would you be exchanging your Bitcoin that holds the most value in the crypto market for something as small as that? Okay, so it goes on to say, well, Ethereum holds roughly 10% of the market. Okay, so it's basically the things that is going to hold your the value of your portfolio up will be Bitcoin and Ethereum, based on what this is saying. But I always say, it's up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you information, and you either get yourself somebody qualified as a financial advisor to help you make important financial decisions. Right? I'm just a messenger giving you the message. Okay, so the major coins today: Bitcoin is trading in the low to mid 60,000 US dollar area, with daily moves of around 1 to 3%, depending on the exact time window. Ethereum is around the $2,000 to $4,000, is it? I'll check that later. Dollar band, with modest daily percentage changes, smaller in percentage than many altcoins, but still volatile versus traditional assets, right? All assets are volatile, right? Especially if you're trading it instead of being an investor and investing it and holding it and looking at it as a long-term investment. Okay, stable coins like USDT and USDC continue to trade very close to $1, and it will never go beyond that, as I said before, because it is pinned to the American dollar. Okay, reflecting their role as liquidity anchor for trading and as quote currencies on any pair. Okay, so as I said, like people normally, if they're going to be selling a coin, any crypto that they have, right, they would normally store it as a USDT because it's pinned to the American dollar, or the USDC. We also have other stable coins which such as DAI and all of that, but that's information is for you to look into. Sorry, I still got this cold. Still working on getting rid of this cold. Okay, so market segments and trends. Large cap altcoins that such as BNB, which is I think it's Binance Coin, and Solana. So they are the larger of the what they call alternative coins to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Are seeing single-digit percentage moves over 24 hours, which is typical of a normal but choppy day in crypto. Okay, we've been having quite a lot of choppy days since these bankers and the likes have come into the crypto market. Some ecosystem niches, e.g. Polkadot and XRP related tokens, are flagged as notable gainers today. I'll have a look at that later, as I said, highlighting that sector rotation within altcoins are ongoing, even if the broad market is flat to slightly down. The market has been down for quite some time now, as I said, since these bankers and the likes of BlackRock and all of those people have been in the market. They have been manipulating the market, and the market has not been moving as we are used to it being moving. We usually have what you call a 4-year cycle, and we were supposed to have a bull run last year, 2025. We didn't have that. So yes, the market has been manipulated by these bankers and all these investment companies that has been coming into the market. When did they start coming in? Between 2023, 2024. Since they started coming in, the market has not been acting in the way that we are used to, which is the 4-year cycle. We haven't really had a bull run. They're saying that we're still in the bull run, but I don't see it myself. Not the bull run that I have seen since 2017. This is a completely different market. So we just have to be more patient now, more patient. Right, sentiment and risk. Fear and greed style indicators, we'll look at that later, place the market in a neutral to moderately optimistic range. We'll see that on the chart later on. Consistent with substantial capital in the space, but also frequent pullbacks of several percent in a day. Day to day, this means traders are seeing plenty of short-term opportunities, but price swings remains large versus equities or major forex pairs. So position sizing and risk management matter a lot, which is why you don't actually get into trading unless you have gone and studied this and work with somebody with experience, right? It is better to buy and hold your asset in order for them to work for you in the long term, okay? Holding onto something in the long term, it is better than trying to, I'm trying to gauge where the market is going to go. If the market goes up today, I'm going to sell some. It's up to you, okay? It depends on what you bought these coins for, what you invested in these coins for. But as I said, I'm not a financial advisor. Please seek professional financial advice. Just to give you some information about what's going on in the crypto market today. Okay, and we're going to go and look at the charts now and see what the prices are on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and the likes. All right, so here we are on the charts. Right, Bitcoin is currently at 66,000, over $66,000. I'm not gonna, because it keeps moving. Okay, so today Bitcoin is on over $66,000, or currently, not today, currently. Ethereum currently just over $2,000. XRP, because when I look at it, I was looking at it in pounds. Now we're looking at it in dollars. XRP is currently down. Last time we looked at this, XRP was at $1.44, I believe. Today is at $1.29, or should I say at this present moment in time, it is at $1.29. Solana, as we were looking at the alternative to Bitcoin and XRP, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Solana, that's also got an ETF floating around somewhere in the stock market. Is down to $78.97 at this present time, right? And as you can see, USD. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. We're not looking directly at prices, right? The USDC is pretty much at $1. Okay, 99.9. So pretty much at $1, up 1%. And USDT, pretty much the same, but it's saying it's up 2%. Okay, so pretty much these things are staying where they are meant to be at $1. Okay, and other coins that people normally look at, such as these, some of these meme coins, like the things like Doge, that's been around for probably as long as XRP, I think. But this coin doesn't do anything. It's a meme coin. Is also down by 2.4% at this present moment in time. So I haven't actually seen any action, anything going, any of these meme coins going up at this present moment in time. H-bar is currently down from its all-time high. I think it was where did it go? Probably about 40 cents. Let me have a look at where H-bar went. But they're saying H-bar is similar to XRP, but for data rather than cross-border payments. Right. Don't know very much about it, but I hear people talking about this coin quite a lot as well. Well, it was. I'm trying to see where its all-time high was. Where are we here? Yeah, just over 40 cents. Okay, and today it's at let's say 9 cents. Okay, because you've got a 6 and a 5 and a 7 behind the 8. So we're going to say that it's at 9 cents today, or at this present moment in time. Let's have a look at what its market cap is. And circulating supply, market cap 3.75 billion. It's down by 3.42%, and circulating supply at the moment is 43.32 billion, and its maximum supply will be 50 billion. So it's got just over 7 billion more coins to go. But I think I'm not too sure how this coin is made. I think it's made by something called a hash something. I have no idea. I don't really know very much about, but I hear a lot of people mentioning this coin. So maybe this is something else you guys want to do some investigation on. All right, guys, let's have a look at, let's see if we can see. where we are here. The Fear and Greed Index, because it did speak about that in the report. Okay, so the Fear and Greed Index is at 28 today. And I always say, yeah, buy when everyone else is fearful and sell when everybody else is being greedy. Okay, but not financial advice. That is why I'm going to leave it for today. Please do not forget to like. Please do not forget to share. Please, because sharing is caring. Please do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading again. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Mwah!